Well, I'm happy everybody's here. I'm going to start because we're streaming out to the internet, the whole world. So please, all these captions have to be politically correct. It's going to be on YouTube. No, you can do your what you want. You have your own employers to deal with. Well, we're going to have the game here, but I want to introduce the band, of course, and we have 3 cartoonists as the judges. Okay, I'm not judging anything because I already get enough pain and soreness from doing the judging, somewhat, because there are really millions of entries and only very few winners, and I'm actually sort of happier that it's here because all of you are. Let's put it this way, there are less losers here. So all the judging and all the blame are going to go on these guys. There's Barbara Smaller, cartoonist for The New Yorker. Carolina Johnson, also a cartoonist for The New Yorker. And Matt Diffie, cartoonist for The New Yorker, and he will be joining the band. Yay.
The band is not clapping, you notice.
Yeah, that's right. So, without further ado, or just a little bit ado, I'm going to start this process, which is incredibly complicated. That's why my assistant from Harvard University, Jennifer Soro, will be explaining some of these mathematical parts of it to you. But first, of course, it's the New Yorker Festival, and we want to... Oh, this, you know what this is? We have to thank our sponsors. And thanks. I wish I had done this. But who's here? Is there a Andrew Blaze here? That's right. You did that caption contest, right? And wasn't the caption? We want to thank our sponsors. I thought I was going to do this Houdini thing. Well, it was. So we do want to thank our sponsors, and. For that, we want a little thank your sponsor music. They are our sponsors. Could we have a little more music? All right. So here's a little video. So we are thanking our sponsors. I think it's going. World's Local Bank. Come on, sponsors. We gave you the music and sponsors. Okay, there they are. There they are. A hand for the sponsors.
Yay, sponsors.
They are providing the booze. Okay. Okay. Well, this is the cartoon caption game, and you know it's New York and everything, and you know I know you paid money, and so what I'm saying is that if you're not, I'm guaranteeing 100% satisfaction guarantee. Or you get your money back. Now, I'm rethinking that even as I'm saying that. So it's 75%. Truth is, we spent the money. Look, the caption contest is really, it's like people said about second marriage, it's the triumph of hope over experience. Because there have been 1,449,697 entries. There have been 254 winners. So that's your chance. But really, why not look at the glass as 1/10,000th full? You know, a little history of the caption contest is that it started in 1999 with one of the cartoon issues. It was on the back page, and it appeared once a year. I think that appeared in 1999. I think the winning caption was, Mom, Dad's been on eBay again, or something. Then we continued that every year, where it would occur just once, once a year. And, then we'd analyze it. So that was, in this it looks like Quasimodo, and so there would be 1,001 references to Notre Dame and transplants and organ donors, and then we'd have a winner once a year. So that would be the gene therapist. We'll see you now, and be sure to tell him about the ringing in your ears. It stands for hideous, my ogre. But so we had a caption contest, but David Remnick, our leader, thought, great, let's do it every week. which of course is impossible. Because how are you going to do a caption contest every week where it's going to appear in the magazine and then on Monday you're going to have the winner? You really don't have the time. But it was David's genius to just, I don't know, you remember there was Star Trek and you remember Picard, and he would say, when he wanted something done, it would just be one of these things.
Make it so.
And so David said, make it so. And we made it so. So every week, you know, every week there's a caption you enter, there's a winning caption, and there's 3 you vote on. So that one, there's a naked guy in the airplane. It said they give me free drinks, and I keep my table down. This one was a combination church and bar, and it says, hey, who you got to pray to get a drink around here? And I think the winner was either finally a faith-based initiative I can embrace, or just don't order a Bloody Mary. And the nature of the caption contest is there is no real right winner to all this. There is, it's subjective, and in the end, you're the ones who determine the winner. But now you can also enter the caption contest on the iPad, right? I think that's great. And we're always exploring new technologies, new platforms. We put it on a toaster. And there are some bugs. Okay, what makes a good caption contest cartoon? Now, that could be a perfectly good cartoon for all sorts of things, because we have boardrooms and everything. People could say one thing, but really, what would be wrong with it as a caption contest cartoon? Somebody in the audience, what's wrong with it as a caption?
Too generic.
What?
Too generic.
Yeah, there's nothing strange in it. There's nothing that you have to resolve. You could, really anything would be equivalent. So to make it into a caption cartoon, you have to add some sort of element that's weird, like this, like parrots on everybody's shoulder. Okay, and that's sort of, you know, I mean, now we can actually think of something. That's enough incongruity. Okay, you can't have too much incongruity, because that's too much incongruity. That's too weird. I mean, really, no one can really solve that. So for something like this, also, the way I look at it is that, okay, that's weird, and on your side, you also have to provide something weird and funny and incongruous. So there's, like, you know, humor is just playing around, and that's what we're going to do today, just playing around with incongruity. Different captions come in. All the captions have to be a little bit absurd. So this caption is, we have to find a better way to record our meetings. Okay, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. They're parrots. Parrots say things over again and stuff like that. It's a little weird, maybe a little corny. A little weirder as a caption is, up on that scale is, shut up, Bob, everyone knows your parrot's a clip-on. Okay, the first one you could explain to someone from another country. It would sort of make sense to them. The second one, it would be very, very hard to say, really, in America you have parrots as clip-ons? But in every caption contest, we also do things that are so weird, they don't make any sense at all. But still, some people might find them funny, which is, I'm not sure I want to join this book club. Which, it's weird. To me, that makes no sense for people still. It's almost like an anti-caption. The weekly caption contest, we get lots and lots of entries. So we get, for that one, we had 7,704 entries. You have 3 finalists, 1 winner. These were the 3. Bullets don't grow on trees, Harry. I told you to hire a professional. Just come to bed and kill yourself in the morning. The types of captions we get, and this is all preparing you for your contest, the types of captions we get are, you know, remedy the situation. For God's sake, Bill, just get a fly swatter. For heaven's sakes, put on your glasses. Normal line, crazy situation. This is why we can't have nice things. Have you talk about taking a class? And, you know, one of the things is I always get complaints when people say, but that was my caption, how come I didn't win? There are many similar captions. People think of similar joke formats, types of jokes. Can't you do anything right? Had 530 variations. And there they are. Puns and wordplay are always, effective. The guys at the office won't quit riding me. I couldn't get a cab, so I had to hoof it. Some days I feel like half the man I used to be. So I'd say that's the most common thing people do, and that's, perfectly acceptable. The one I really liked from this caption contest was the guy is saying, "It's raining cat dogs out there." And that's because it takes a little bit more, a little bit more to get that. How do we judge the caption contest? Who looks at all these entries, Jennifer? Blame her. No, Jennifer, we have a computer program at sorts it. Jennifer looks at all the thousands of these entries diligently. She puts them in categories. Sometimes she gets distracted. She's only human. And then she goes back to her work. I really like the caption contest because it's a real different type of problem solving and different type of creativity. Crossword puzzles have one answer. The caption contest has many, many different answers. It's what's called the difference between convergent thinking. There's one right answer, and divergent thinking. There's many, many right answers. Very many smart people can't do the caption contest at all because they think there's a right answer. They're trying to sort through it. Well, what's the right one? Fact is, you have to create that. And so for this caption contest, here were different categories that come in. Self-conscious appearance. Does your head make my butt look big? Genetics and mutation. See, this is what happens after socialized health care. Horse center humor. Why the short face? So for each caption contest that I'm going to show you, really, you're almost going to have to create your own. You're almost going to have to create really your own categories. So with that brief intro, we will let the games begin. Now, this is the first caption contest. I am going to explain it, and if I go wrong, Jennifer will come up. This is the caption contest game one, and it's called More is Better. Partly, what we're interested in creativity is how many captions can you create? The first thing to do is just how many can you do? So this is all about volume, provided that they make some sense at all. So what you've got to do and write down for each of your table how you're competing here is just the number. And of course, they got to make some sense because, when cartoonists come in and ask, new cartoonists come in and ask me, well, how many cartoons should I do a week? I say, do 10. And they say, well, why 10? I said, because 9 out of 10 things in life don't work out. And so that's the same thing here. Here your task is to generate most. And what is the score, the crazy scoring system we work?
We're going from teams 1, 2, and 3. So we'll be first, second, and third place. And first place will win 100 points. Second place will win 50 points. And third place will win 25 points. So the team with the most captains will get 100.
So they know what they have to do now. They have to start writing the caption, and we have 7 minutes, and the band is going to play. Is that what's going to happen now?
5 minutes, starting.
5 minutes. Well, it's all right. Yeah, 5 minutes. There you go. I said 7.
Oh, 7. All right.
7. I said 7. I'm going to hold it. All right. So are we ready?
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Go. Start writing your caption. You see what it is, right? It's a guy with a little. Can everybody see it? Okay. It's a guy in an office. Barbara, you explain what this drawing is. It's yours, for God's sake.
Right, for God's sakes. Okay, this is a guy, he's taking a nap on his, or he's lying on his desk with a teddy bear and a pillow and a cover, and that's his boss, and his boss isn't too happy about it. Okay, there you go.
See the guy, he's got a teddy bear?
Uh-oh.
What do you want? What's
well,
that?
maybe the boss is lying on the desk.
Pencils. They need pencils.
It could be the boss. It could be anybody. So
I
I don't want to prejudice the audience.
One person in your team to write them down because you're submitting as a team. You have 8 teams here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
What?
That was okay because
You'll be surprised. It'll be nice. Better than the U.S. I'm scared about it. Last time I thought it was out and it wasn't.
Caption Contest participants. I want to congratulate you on your massive and prolific output. The one with the most table, and I have a feeling that there's just one person here who somehow saw the caption 2 or 3 months ago. No. Because for table number 1, who had 100 points, we have 45 captions. 45. Table 1 said 45. Table number 8 did 34. And table number 3 did 20. So you get 25. And the idea here, I think some people really, I think that's fantastic, really, because some people were, I think, inhibited. They were, what's that? Complaints? I'm sorry, the decision of the judges is final, but you know, it's New York. But the whole point, I mean, if you're a creative person, is really just output at the start, you know, being able to do that. So we're going to read a few of them. Yes. Barbara, what?
All right. Well, here we have from table number 3. We're very prolific with 20-some. And we have number 8 was the one I starred here. Time to get out of your comfort zone.
All right.
And table 4 was less prolific, but I thought their quality, even though we're not at that point in the contest, was pretty high.
Well, so there's really hope for table 4.
Right, there is hope for table 4, but they were a little inhibited.
Okay, what was?
We tolerated the blankie, but the bear is too much. So I like that one.
And Carolina, you had something?
Yeah, I think that table number 2 has a few good ones.
Yeah.
I like graham crackers and milk in 10 minutes.
Very good. Graham crackers and milk in 10 minutes.
I like Goldilocks online too.
So you see, everybody actually is a winner. And Matt, did you find something?
Yeah, I have table 1 here who had 45, right?
Wow.
Yeah, 45.
They're the winners for the quantity.
Yeah, the quantity.
Wow.
So quality isn't as high as you would expect with that.
So some of them were we had table 45. We should have was pick up milk and groceries, dry cleaning.
Yeah,
it was like a list of just things they had to pick up today.
A to-do list. No,
yeah, no.
There's a couple here that are not terrible. One is I love your multitasking.
Okay.
And then this one I like just because I like jokes sometimes that aren't funny at all. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Clearly, we may have to rethink some of this. But
Okay.
But now, from rethinking to thinking, we'll go to the next caption contest where we're narrowing it down now. Right now, in the next caption contest, which is this, okay, each table submits, you got to work together. You've got to submit the 3 best. So you got to work, everyone can work individually, but then you've got to decide, you sort of got to be the editor on this. Because now we do care about quality, and we're really going to pick, you know, based on, we're giving you a little bit of latitude. It's not like you have to pick one. It's just like what we have to do with the New Yorker. In the end, we don't have to pick one that's the winner. We let you pick from 3. So now you're going to do that. You're getting another set. The timer must be set.
Oh.
Another 7 minutes.
Oh, a timer.
And we're ready for music, and let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Oh, let me see the one with the 45.
I must say, you really did a great job. The judges had a lot of trouble, really, and it got a little nasty, actually. So we have 1, 2, and 3. I think they're all good, actually. So let's see. Table 8 is the winner here.
Yay!
And I like the way they nodded to themselves, like, yeah. Okay, yep. We knew it. We didn't want to say anything. But we knew it. We got it. And their caption was very good. It said, send him back. I asked for organic. Well done. That's a good caption. Table 1 removed the stigma of prolificity, and they came up with number 2. And number 2, second place, he's available for vegetarian bar mitzvahs and weddings. Okay, very good. And table 7 is in 3rd place, and you know, they might actually have had the best New Yorker-ish cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Because that would fit into the New Yorker. That's number 3 is, we can't assure the shareholders the sky's not falling. You know what I mean? New Yorker. So
that's the proper response for a cartoon.
So now, so that's Jennifer. You're tallying this, right? High-speed computers are now working on this now, and so now we're going to go to the 3rd contest.
All right.
Okay, let's look at it. And in this contest now, you don't get 3 anymore. For each of your table, you have to say, okay, you have to decide. Essentially, what editors have to decide, this is the best. And it'll drive you crazy. It happened to me. And that's this. Caption Contest 3, it's sort of winner take all at the table. This is Carolita Johnson's. Now, Carolita, you don't have those shoes on. Okay, these are, explain a little bit in case they can't see way back. It looks like those shoes are...
They're like super high platform shoes that are sort of in fashion now. Like they're like the platforms this thick and then the heels even higher and then they got a ton of buckles on them.
Yeah, okay, so this is a little bit interesting because it's less in the, it's a little, look for the captions, it's less in the complete fantasy thing. It's almost like the setup could be a real New Yorker cartoon. So we need to set the clock. So go. This may be your final contest. This may determine everything.
I could sing the other.
Okay.
How does this one work again? We're doing quality again,
my
right?
band, I could just sing.
Yeah, this is quality. Well,
Not that that's good either.
One.
once again, magnificent, magnificent. And where is that smug table 8? What can I say? That you know, we don't look at the numbers or anything. So they had my doctor. We gave them number 1. My doctor told me I have to give up walking. Okay, number 2 was table 1. They're a little Lady Gaga and a little Marquis de Sade. And number 6, we had a number one. We chose the number 6 variation, which is a sort of funny type of indirection joke here. You know, Charlene, they stunt your growth. All right, big hand. So where are we now in our totals now?
We've got table 8 at first place with 200 and... We have table 8 at first place with 250 points.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
We've got table 1 in second place with 200 points.
Yeah.
And we've got table 7, 3, and 6 in third place with 25 points each.
Okay, so what's the difference now between the most and between... in other words, how can we rig this for a final contest so anybody can come back? What do we need?
We're going to worth 300 points.
300 points. Now, for 300 points.
500 points.
For 300 points. Okay, here it is. For 300 points, where's my little clicker? Remember I said remember I told you about incongruity, and I said, you know, if there's too much incongruity, you can't possibly solve it. Remember the one with the parrots? Okay, so make me a liar. Make me a liar.
Be done.
It cannot be done, but all of the tables and the winning table here will get what?
300 points.
We'll win 300 points. You just submit. Just submit. We'll, everyone can do it. We'll look at them and we'll pick the best one. All right. Are we ready?
Go.
I know it's impossible, but let's go. Music.
All of them? No?
I have no idea.
Came down to the wire, and this is, the last day of, like the playoffs too, Yankees, Tampa Bay, it's like all coming together. And think, well,
Who doesn't mind drinking after me?
table number 7. Please, I am trying to teach you things here, people. And one of the things I'm teaching you is life is unfair. Especially when it comes to humor. Look, table number 7 came up with someone should tell the boss that you don't wear rats after Labor Day. Now, let's give a hand. Come on. Now, they win it. What are they, 325, right?
Table 7 wins with 325 points.
Okay. So unfair. Now, table number 2, very good. Let's take a vote, cheese or crackers, but you get nothing. Except cheese or crackers. Now, Barbara, a professional cartoonist, liked, that's one hell of a comb over. But it fails to address the parrot question. You have to address the parrot. That's the first rule, address the parrot.
But it had comb over.
Okay, so what?
Comb over gets extra points. Because it used that word. And that was the secret word of the day. Did you know
I'm taking that personally, being president of the hair club. Yeah. Okay, so what's our final total here?
So we've got table 7 with 320 points coming in, or 325 coming in first. Table 8 with 250 coming in second, and table 1 with 200 points coming in third.
All right, let's take a hand. We're giving out prizes. I'm going to sign, we have books and caption contest game. For the winning table, I'm going to sign a book I wrote, and then we have the caption contest game, and we have the caption contest book. So we'll do that, and really thank you everyone for coming, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Your prizes!
Excellent.
You already have this
So can we do Mike? That was good, Bob.
one?